the bread kitchen. Pretzels come in all sorts of sizes, from tiny little crunchy snack pretzels all the way up to much larger soft chewy pretzels. Today I'm going to show you how to make a German style pretzel which is soft, chewy and utterly delicious. I've got enough ingredients here to make 4 pretzels, so I've got 250 grams of bread flour, 150 grams of lukewarm water, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of softened butter cut into little pieces. Here there's a teaspoon of dried yeast and 1.5 teaspoons of dark brown soft sugar. Put the sugar and the yeast into the water, mix well to dissolve the sugar, then leave for 10 minutes for the yeast to activate. Put the flour, salt and butter in a bowl and mix around. When you encounter a bit of butter, just rub it into the flour. Now make a well in the centre, pour in your yeasty water and then work some dough in from the sides, mix together. Keep working flour in from the sides into this pool in the middle. You can see the centre's like a paste, so I'll just stop there. Just flick some of the flour from the sides onto the top of the paste. Now we're going to leave this for about 30 to 40 minutes. This is called a sponge and it's going to add some extra flavour into the dough. So I'll just cover it while it's sponging. After about 40 minutes or so, this sponge bit in the middle should be nice and bubbly. So now we can mix the dough together. And when it's all mixed, you should end up with a slightly tacky dough. And turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and knead for about 10 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. After about 10 minutes of good kneading, you should end up with this lovely soft, silky and springy dough. Now pop it into a greased bowl, cover and leave to rise in a warm place until it about doubles in size. When the dough's risen, turn it out. Knock it back, get rid of all the air bubbles, bring it together into a ball, flatten it down a bit, then cut it into 4 approximately equal pieces. Now put 3 of the pieces off to one side and cover with a cloth. Take this piece, press it out into a rectangle. Now roll it up tightly into a sausage. Pinch the seams together. Now roll it out to about 12 inches long. And once you've got it to about 12 inches long, just put it to one side. Take one of the other pieces of dough and do the same with that. So you'll end up with 4 12-inch long rolls of dough. Now take the first one that you rolled out and roll it out to about 24 inches in length. And the idea is that the middle should be fatter than the ends. It should gradually taper out. So work on the ends. So when you've got your dough to about 2 feet long, make it into a loopy shape. Cross one side over the other, then take the bottom and stretch it across to the top and the bottom, across to the top and press. And that's your pretzel shape. Then transfer to a lightly greased baking tray. I've spread my pretzels across 2 baking trays to give them plenty of space to rise. And I pop each tray into a plastic bag, leave it in a warm place for about an hour to rise. After about an hour they should have risen quite well. Now for the next stage I'm going to put these in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes to firm up the dough. Now if we were in a professional bakery, the next stage would involve dipping the pretzel dough into a warm solution of lye, otherwise known as caustic soda. Now, in my opinion, the last thing you want to be doing in your kitchen is handling pans of hot caustic soda solutions. It's extremely corrosive, it can cause very nasty burns if it gets on your skin, and if it's unfortunate enough to get in your eye, it can turn you blind. My strong advice to you is to leave the lye to the professionals. Now, the lye does give the pretzels its unique taste, but there is an alternative which gets you most of the way there, and it's a lot simpler and a lot safer to do it. I'll show you how. Take a stainless steel pan and put in about 1.5 litres of water and add in about 1/3 of a cup of bicarbonate of soda. Then bring to the boil. As it comes to the boil, it'll start to fizz. Then once it comes to the boil, turn off the heat. Now, after 30 minutes in the freezer, the dough should be nice and firm. Now, one at a time, drop them into the liquid, leave for 10 seconds, and then turn over. Do the other side. Then after a further 10 seconds, remove from the liquid and place back on the baking tray. Now, brush the pretzels with a mixture of an egg yolk and a tablespoon of water. This is going to help give them a lovely colour and shine. Sprinkle with some coarse sea salt. Make a slash in the dough with a sharp knife, and on the arms too. Now, we'll bake these at 180 degrees C fan oven, 200 normal oven for 12 to 15 minutes. After about 12 minutes or so, they'll come out this lovely golden brown colour. Pop them on a wire rack to cool. Salty, soft, delicious, with just a slightly chewy outside. Now, it has to be said that pretzels don't keep very well, and they're always best eaten on the day that you bake them. If you do need to keep them till the following day, pop them in a warm oven or a microwave just to warm them back up again. I hope you enjoy making your German style pretzels, and do join me next time in the bread kitchen.